today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the... Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Throwing on first down. O'Neal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on second down. O'Neal. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Lawrence. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here comes Carter. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, O'Neal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Throwing after the interception. O'Neal looking deep for Elliott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down now, it's Lawrence. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Baker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Baker. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
On first down, O'Neal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
30-yard line.
To throw again, O'Neal. And his throw here is incomplete. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Third down.
From the gun, O'Neal. Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
To throw is Baker. Looking to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a third and 4.
Third and 4.
Operating from the gun, Baker. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
10. Cowboys 7.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran out to the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, O'Neal. For a right side here, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Baker. In trouble, and he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime?
15 cents.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, O'Neal. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 2nd down, Elliott takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Baker. Intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Baker now throwing after the interception. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Baker. That's complete to John Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To John Ross. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Rams on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Cowboys.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Baker. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Off play action, Baker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here's Baker to throw on third down. Gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try the left side. Lawrence. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of him.
Popped in the air, intercepted. Puts off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down. And 8 yards.
On third down, O'Neal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
13 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. O'Neal. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10.
To Brandon Cooks.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. From the gun, O'Neal. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Recovered by the...
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Rams 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
13.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 26-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we see an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And
touchdown! John Ross, 61 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. O'Neal. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's that one incomplete there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Baker. Got him on tracks. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The 30-yard line.
From the gun, Baker. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun, Baker. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Neville Gallimore in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 7.
From the gun, O'Neal. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal. Lewis has it, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, O'Neal. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, O'Neal. Escaping, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again, Baker. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he'll into enemy territory. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
The quarterback keeps it on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the line of scrimmage. A gain on the play.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun. O'Neal. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
And the Cowboy first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
20.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. From the gun, Baker. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Baker. His pass is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
From the gun, O'Neal. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Elliott. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Cowboy ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, O'Neal. And it hits his target, the tight end Lewis. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:25 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Quarterback taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
Now Baker throwing on 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around reception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. This is caught. It's close. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they take a knee. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.